the future of high-protein foods from the forest. Khai Mot Daeng, a seasonal delicacy when it comes to Isaan cuisine that's both exotic and delicious. Khai Mot Daeng, spicy raw ant egg salad, is hard to overlook. It's a dish many have heard of, but not everyone gets the chance to taste. I tried it once myself when visiting relatives in the countryside. It was early summer, around March or April, the time when red ants begin laying their eggs. My relatives took me to see how they harvest the eggs from nests high up in trees. It was thrilling yet nerve-wracking. You had to climb trees and avoid getting bitten by the ants. The flavour of the Khai Mot Daeng I ate that day still lingers in my memory. Creamy and rich from the eggs, salty and spicy from the seasonings, with a fresh herbal aroma. It was so good I had to ask for another serving of sticky rice. What's special about it, though, is that ant eggs aren't something you can eat every day. They're a rare treat available only once a year, making them a prized delicacy deeply valued in Isaan culture. Recipe for Khai Mot Daeng making. Khai Mot Daeng isn't complicated, but it requires fresh ingredients and careful preparation. Here's a simple traditional recipe. Ingredients: fresh red ant eggs, 200–300 grams, cleaned thoroughly, ants removed. Fish sauce, 2 tablespoons, fermented fish sauce, optional. 1 tablespoon chili powder, 1 to 2 teaspoons, adjust to taste. Roasted rice, powder, 1 tablespoon sliced shallots, 2–3 bulbs sliced green onions, 1 to 2 stalks sliced sawtooth coriander, 1 stalk sliced fresh red chilies, 2 to 3 pieces mint leaves, 5 to 6 leaves lime, 1 juiced. Instructions: place the cleaned ant eggs in a mixing bowl. Season with fish sauce, fermented fish sauce, if using, chili powder and lime juice. Gently toss to combine. Be careful not to crush the eggs. Add shallots, green onions, sawtooth, coriander, and fresh chilies. Mix again gently. Sprinkle roasted rice powder and mint leaves on top. Taste and adjust seasoning as needed. Serve on a plate with hot, sticky rice. Absolutely delicious. This is a rustic recipe that highlights the bold flavors of Isaan cuisine. For a richer taste, you can add more fermented fish sauce, but make sure the eggs are clean and hygienic. The culture of harvesting red eggs. Harvesting red ant eggs has been a part of Isaan life for ages, especially in early summer when the ants build nests and lay eggs in tall trees like mango, tamarind, or wax apple trees. Villagers gather to tease the nests, an activity that doubles as both a food hunt and a community bonding event. The tools are simple: a long stick to prod the nest, a container like a basin or cloth bag, and sometimes a cloth to filter out the ants from the eggs. It takes skill. Red ant bites sting fiercely. Once collected, the ants are separated from the eggs, with some communities releasing the ants back into nature to rebuild their nests. A traditional form of conservation worth noting. In the past, harvesting ant eggs reflected the close bond between people and nature. Kids would tag along with their parents to learn the craft, and it was a joyful time eating meals together in the fields. Importantly, villagers never took all the eggs from a nest, ensuring the ants could continue to reproduce, a wisdom passed down through generations. Today, red ants dwindling due to chemicals, but nowadays the traditional scene of ant egg hunting is fading. Red ants and their eggs have become rare, with market prices soaring to hundreds of baht per kilogram. The main culprit is the rising use of chemicals in agriculture. Pesticides and insecticides sprayed on farms don't just kill crop pests, they also harm beneficial insects like red ants. Sensitive to chemicals, the ants die or lay fewer eggs when exposed to contaminated food or environments, causing their natural population to plummet alarmingly. Deforestation adds to the problem, as the large trees where ants once nested are cut down for farmland or construction. Some locals recall how they used to find ant nests just behind their homes, but now they must trek deep into forests, and even then they often return empty-handed. Conclusion Khoi Khai Mot Daeng is more than just food. It's a piece of Isaan, culture and memory. It tells a story of abundance from the past while warning us today about the consequences of overuse of chemicals. If we want future generations to savor this high-protein forest delicacy, conserving nature and reducing chemical dependency might be the solution we need to start now. Who knows? In the future, red ant eggs might become just a legend we tell, unless we act to protect them. This title shift emphasizes the high-protein aspect of ant eggs and their connection to forest ecosystems, framing it as a sustainable food source worth preserving.